Howdy everyone, Chase here from Silencer Shop, and this little guy is the Spectre 9 from SilencerCo. Spectre 9 is going to be a pistol-focused 9mm suppressor, super lightweight. It's made out of 100% titanium, both grade 5 and grade 9, including the booster mount, and that's going to work to keep this thing super lightweight and compact, but it is also very durable. The Spectre 9 is going to be full auto rated for 9mm. So if you are lucky enough to have a Glock with a switch or access to a full auto MP5 or anything like that, go wild. This thing can handle it, no problem. And that durability makes it so that it's also rated for 300 blackout subsonic use. So you can go ahead and put this on a 300 blackout SBR, shoot those subs super quietly, and the Spectre 9 will have no issues with it. We tossed the Spectre 9 on a bunch of different hosts, from lever actions to PCCs to pistols. It ran awesome on everything. It sounds really good despite how small this thing is. And that really small diameter made it awesome when shooting pistols, because you can get a really good sight picture if you're using suppressor height sights or a red dot, something set up like this. You're not having to kind of shoot blindly. You can get a nice clean sight picture thanks to that smaller diameter, but it still does a really good job of keeping your gun super quiet, especially running those heavier grain subsonic bullets. We ran everything from 115 to 147 grain, 9mm through it, ran perfect, sounded great. If you are running the Spectre on something other than a pistol and you want to go with a fixed setup, you have a couple of different options thanks to the alpha thread. Firstly, you can just swap out that booster spring for a fixed barrel spacer. That'll stop the booster from actuating forward and backwards, keep everything locked in concentricity, and you still get to retain that really cool looking titanium booster end cap. Or you can swap that out and go with the direct thread mount. It's gonna save you a little bit of extra length and weight and get your setup as compact as possible. In the box, you're of course going to get the suppressor with this titanium booster housing and the booster spring. And then you can just figure out whichever piston works best for your handgun. Most 9mm handguns are gonna be threaded in 1/2x28, but if you have a European gun or some of the older 9mm handguns, it might have a metric thread or left-handed thread. SilencerCo gives you the freedom and flexibility to figure out whichever piston works best for you, and you can pick that up and add it to your Spectre. Also in the box, you're gonna have a standard spanner wrench that hooks on to the back here on that booster housing, so you can swap this out with other accessories, torque it onto your gun, torque it off of your gun, so you don't have to worry about your silencer coming loose or being too tight and not being able to get it off. And you also get this little nifty tool that will help you get that booster assembly out. And it also indexes on the end cap here for another way to torque that silencer down to your host, so you don't have to worry about it walking off. The SilencerCo Spectre 9 weighs 3.9 ounces, is 4.76 inches long, and has a diameter of 1.37 inches. I have always found 9mm suppressors to be some of the most fun to shoot. Subsonic 9mm is super quiet. It's almost comical how quiet these cans can be, and the Spectre is no exception. It sounded amazing. That titanium keeps this thing so light that you really do hardly notice it if you're running this on a rifle or a handgun. Sometimes those silencers can get a little bit unwieldy on handguns, but the Spectre at under 4 ounces keeps your setup really compact, really lightweight. It's super fun to shoot. And that diameter, being able to get a good sight picture over the suppressor, makes this thing super usable. I think if you're looking for a lightweight and compact pistol-focused suppressor that can also be flexed into those subguns and maybe 300 blackout carbines, the Spectre 9 should really be at the top of your list to consider. If you have any questions about the Spectre 9 or any other SilencerCo products, go ahead and leave us a comment down below. Also, while you're down there, subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the newsletter. That's where you're going to be notified of all the newest suppressor deals, news, and info. And thank you all so much for watching.